Hello. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience working for the cabinetry company that I used to work for. For anybody that is considering going into that industry, one some of the things I liked about it were the flexibility as far as where you'll be going, and also the fact that depending on the project size, you can make um, far more. If you get a really larger project, you can make a good amount just from that project. If you really know the product, and they're not really concerned about the cost, then there's a lot of features and add-ons that you can supplement the product with to offer them like a more comprehensive cabinetry system. So that was nice about it. Also, it was a bit of an adventure, being able to go to different places. You're never stuck in one particular office space. You're never in the same place, unless you have to do like a couple of follow-up visits, which did happen occasionally. Um, if you needed a day off, you didn't have to give very much advanced notice. You essentially were your own boss. You kept your own records. You submitted your own documents, and you definitely didn't have anybody watching over your shoulder. You'd send out your emails to your customers and to your boss, occasionally to the boss anyway. You'd go to trainings once in a while. The trainings weren't especially close to where I'm located, so it was a little bit of a drive, but that was all right. And food was provided, so that was nice. Met a lot of nice people. There were people coming from a lot of different backgrounds because of COVID. So some of my colleagues were chef. There was one that was a chef. There was one that was a catering business owner. There was somebody that had a history of being a car salesman. There was somebody that was a graphic designer. I did think it was a nice introduction into how to do elevations, because every single client's house you go to, you would take measurements, as well as provide a few elevations based off the system you're installing. So it would be based off the product that we were offering. So that was nice. Had a lot of good conversations with a lot of different people, all types of different dynamics as far as the people you meet, the places you go. So that was nice. Initially, there was a set fee for driving to clients' houses. So if it's something that somebody's considering doing for a long term, that probably will go away depending on the company, and they expect your sales skills to be advanced enough that you don't need that additional bonus. I will say though that I appreciated the bonus, and I do wish it didn't go away, because that made it a little bit more stable. Because sometimes projects fall through, things happen, you get some cancellations, people change their mind within that 3-day grace period of their contract. That's another thing that was good about it. Intro into contracts. It was a pretty simple contract that we had, but it did, show you what that basic contract looks like, and the importance of getting all of their documents in order and having them sign everything. It was a little bit more complicated when we would have customers that did their financing. Just a little bit more forms, product knowledge, also a good intro into finishes, because we did sell quite a wide range of laminate finishes. I learned quite a bit about different portions of the houses. There were certain things I didn't know about garages. that I was introduced to, how to design pantries, which can get pretty complicated. Of course, we did closets. The only thing that we didn't do was kitchen and bath. That was it. But every day was definitely an adventure. Some things that I did not like is just the fact that I would have to find out my schedule the night before. So I would have preferred to have a schedule where it's like, okay, you're going to go to somebody's house at 8, you're going to go again to somebody's house at 12, or at least something solid so I know every day, okay, this is the time that I'm going out. Because, some days, say it's on a Tuesday, I'd get a 4 p.m. appointment. I've even got a 6 p.m. appointment. And then the next day, it just so happens that I get an 8 a.m. appointment. So that makes things tricky to navigate, especially when you have children to deal with and, try to make sure that they're taken care of with scheduling as well. But one thing I would say was probably pretty vital would be the follow-up. I wasn't the greatest about follow-up because to me, I'm like, okay, if they want to buy it, if they're serious, if they like the cost, they will go through with it. A lot of people, that they say, okay, they like it, oh, they got to talk to their wife, oh, they have to do this, that, and the other. Usually those people did not buy it. And if it was very far, I did not like to go back a second time if I didn't have a guarantee that they were direly interested, that they were 110% interested in purchasing it. So I did not like essentially wasting my time going back out there, which probably, to some degree makes me less than the best salesperson. And there were some networking opportunities. I had some clients that I got from that for organizing, I believe as well, for some minor design projects as well. So that was definitely nice. It was nice to network. It was nice to see different perspectives, meet people, be out and about. Every day was definitely an adventure. There were some clients that weren't that nice, but not often. That was another thing I liked about it. Most days went good. I had one lady, the closet was probably this bigger than most people's houses, but, it took, I'd say probably about 4 or 5 hours of getting her a quote, and she was just not the nicest person. Some people end up being a certain way because they feel like you're beneath them, and that you're just the organizer lady or the cabinetry person or whatever the case might be. But majority of the people were definitely cool about it, excited to get those quotes. So that was nice. Would I go back to that job? Not me particularly, but I do know that some people enjoy that sort of career path. I'd say it depends on the company. It depends on your manager, what that relationship is, what kind of support system there is, the installation team. Are they on top of everything? Are there a lot of projects that have installation issues, missing parts and pieces? What does that look like? Because I feel like that whole umbrella, the whole network of individuals that help you on your project make a difference. So there's my little bit on working at a cabinetry company. Thank you.